So now we should be recording. And yeah, so I don't have any plans for an actual intro for this stuff if I ever put it onto YouTube, which I intend to, be it an uncut version or an actually cut version. Right. So I have also noticed that 2 more folks have just popped in. Well, I'd like to say welcome to whoever you are. I don't know who you are, and I don't know how I can find that out. Seriously. Oh. You should lower the... Makes it harder to hear you. Yeah, I've lowered it a lot. I think the thing is, it's just I haven't been talking, and I tend to talk quietly when I'm the only one with audio. That's the problem. So, if you want, like, I can turn it down a bit more. Though I'm afraid it's just gonna get, like, real quiet. That's the problem. Actually, yeah, hold on. Why don't I just... Okay, I'll reset all this stuff once I... master volume. There you go. Hopefully that's better. Oh, no, not continue game. Back. New Dynasty. Shields. Smith. Him. Bandage. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. So if you, how's my audio doing now? Is it better? I need folks to tell me. Could you perhaps turn yourself up? No. To my knowledge, looking at Steam Labs, I am at my max volume. The only thing I can change volume-wise of my own voice is, well, talking louder. That's the main fix. People usually say it's okay once I start speaking up. Yeah. And, you know, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, because since I'm the only one in with a proper audio connection in this, I won't be talking over people. Instead, you know, you folks will be typing to each other. So this could either be really hard for me or really easy for me because you folks can't communicate as well, or maybe you'll communicate far better. Who can say? One of my friends, another chatter, is starting to... I think they're trying to make D&D jokes. I suppose we're just gonna be sitting here while we wait for 8 o'clock. In which case, if you folks are wishing to play along, just type in the chat !join. Because I've set it to go by Twitch, so yeah. Don't you remember when you first get into the game, it gives you two options, either just like playing for a party or playing for Twitch. So yeah, just type !join into the chat, and you can get nobles. Also, if you want your custom nobles, I suggest you get on to the game yourself and connect your Twitch account to it. Yeah, because I think if you don't show, also I think just automatically puts they them, because you know the thing doesn't want to assume, I suppose. Our first count is none other than Bot Norm. Why do you have the title of Prime Gaming? Includes a free monthly Twitch. Oh, you're using Amazon Prime to use Twitch subscription. Interesting. So you've got a Prime account. Okay. Famous moderator for King Unreliable. Yes, that is true. Yeah, I was looking through some of my favorited GIFs on Discord, and like I think half of the ones that pop up first are just like server specific ones that you that we have. Some other friends are on their way. So, I feel like I should be using usernames, but at the same time, I know your names, and I doubt anyone I don't know is going to join the stream, so I might as well just use your actual names. But at the same time, if I put this on YouTube, probably be using usernames alone. I say all of this stuff as if I'll ever have an actual fan base who will go and see my first video. Or, I should say second video. There is one video on my YouTube channel. Though I think it's privated. Rudy, what? Oh, damn it. Username. Whereas, what you doing hanging out in VC? Because I don't... Wait, there's 7 people now. Hello, folks joining. I don't know who joined, but welcome. Oh. So, for folks just joining, if you wish to play, just type in the chat !join if you wish to play in the game. I believe it is 8, so folks who wish to join should be joining. What? I have a Twitch account. Oh, that's, huh. So, in order to talk in a chat, you need to have a Twitch account? Okay, so it seems one fellow who's really looking forward to this does not have a Twitch account and thus cannot actually participate. That's rough. Hopefully we can get that sorted out. Huh. That's a bit rough. getting things figured out. Some technical difficulties. Delta Gold? Is that just the... Is that a name like Twitch gave you, or... Is that, like, something you came up with? Considering it's 2 words and a number, I assume that's just what Twitch put for you. Yeah. Is there... there's a way to change your username, correct? Oh, it is something you came up with. Okay, cool. So, I suppose now we have our patrician. What do you mean, maybe? What does maybe mean, sir? Buddy, friend, amigo? There's another friend who is also very new, I think, to this situation. Damn it, I don't know the shape of the Twitch app all too well. All I know is the browser. And we've got yet another fella. This is the most people that have ever been in a Twitch chat of mine. Hello, folks. Welcome. If you want to join the game, just put exclamation join in chat. Considering the fact that there's now 13 people here, I suppose we can wait for people to actually get into the game. I'm trying to help a friend get on. I see we've got 2 folks in the patricians now. Oh, there's been a lot of folks fell off the stream by the looks of it, but it's fine. Still just figuring things out. There's 9 people on this stream. So I take it we've got to have at least 2 people in every place. 6 out of 9 if you have to, you know, be joining. Hell, there's already 4 of you. We just gotta have 2 more fellas. Okay. So far there's a server disconnect between the 3 groups so far, and if that continues, I'm going to be surprised. So far, we got the barons, counts, and patricians are all from different Discord servers, so that's interesting. You can't see chat? Sorry, I'm trying to help one of the fellas. You know, the problem might come from the fact that he's watching from a browser. And he's on his phone. That might be the main issue. Oh, it's open on your computer. How? If you have it open on a computer proper, then and you don't see chat, then if you look at the top right of the screen of the stream, is there a little arrow pointing outward, like towards the stream? Click on that. Now, if you click on that, does chat appear? Alright, folks. What are you two doing in there? What are the patricians up to? Yeah, I'm sorry. The reason you can't hear my voice super well is because I'm not making the effort to talk loudly. But you know, once I do, gas code is just in order to join, just !join in chat. Let's do it. All of it's through Twitch with this one. Motherfuck. Okay. So we need someone. Bot Norm, are you still there? No, it's nothing about you. It's the fact that all of the regions are currently different Discord servers. Bot Norm, we need Barlow. Or someone else from our server. You know, I think the worst situation with this is the fact that now, since all of you seem to be in different servers, you can just get on to fucking VCs by yourselves. God damn. So if I go into, yep, they're already in a VC. I see you. I see you in there, patricians. See you sitting in there. I'm not coming in because I don't know if you want to be. Actually, I don't know if it'll pick you guys up on stream. I'm not entirely sure. As of right now, it's the regions are different servers. Like, so far, we just need one more guy from. We need one more guy from Thursday Land to be a count. Who? Hang on. Let me. I'm going to just like at this server. Just. Need one more person to join. I don't want to start it right now because fighting for dominance. Fucking like really, it's just a fight between my friend groups. You're already in a faction. Look at the red ones. You can see yourself at the top. You're literally the one on the top of everything else. The man's got his greens. Is he too powerful? Can't see them. What do you mean you can't see them? It's your Twitch username. Look at the stream. Can you see my mouse? I feel like you should be able to see my mouse. Cool. I was just checking. Oh yeah, you can see my mouse when I'm in game. Okay. Yeah, so we need one more count. Oh yeah. Oh, it's also a tutorial. Yeah. That's probably what's in the way. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sorry there, folks. I mean, it's 8:21. Bot Norm, are you prepared to go it alone at this point? Sir, our Count friend, are you... I'm not going to start it until either there's 2 counts or Bot Norm gives the go-ahead that he's fine to do it alone. Bot Norm, you there? No, you cannot switch sides. I'm sorry, it doesn't even let you do that. It's not even a choice. Never mind, we're good. We've got the old mayor. All right then. I suppose we shall begin now. Finally, at 8:20. So, for folks, actually, I think all of the folks present here know how this game works. So, let's just continue. Sadly, people can't voice themselves because I'm not in any actual voice chat with you folks. So I guess I'll be doing all the voices then. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the desolate east, the wealthy coast, and of course the bleak march. See, counts of the east. Oh, we've got the mythic why is it spelled like that? Look, I'm sorry, man, okay? The petitions of the coast. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know what voice to give you. What? I'm special. What voices do you folks want your guy to have? I'm sorry, Jordan. You want me to do fucking Golem for every time this guy comes on screen? Am I getting that right? Oh, we're doing SpongeBob now. I can't go as high as SpongeBob. You're getting Golem now. No, I'm not confident in myself. Fuck it, you're just getting regular writing now. I think I can do Peter Griffin. A pleasure, your serene highness. I hope to see your kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Is that what you wanted? You're Peter Griffin now. You've mentioned it, so there's no going back. Every time you come on screen, you're Peter Griffin. Alright. I don't have an actual voice for that guy, I'm gonna be totally honest. Gem Mine. Do you have any specific name, or do you just want me to read you normally? Any specific, voice you want? Gem Mine, or should I just... Oh, alright. Hail and well met, your majesty. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. The introductions are done. The count is just really quiet when we met him. That's why clearly didn't talk. Yeah, we all of us have seen this. And now for the coronation. I'm going to read this fully now. From here on out, I'm going to read everything fully. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when nobles are restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well then, what must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, I have no idea how this actually works. But, I'ma leave you guys to it. Yeah, it still counts down even when I'm... Oh! You... in order to get your pronouns, you have to do, the join command space he, she, or they. So everyone's a they now, because we didn't know that. How'd this... Voting tied at 0. How did this... What? I don't think any of us knew how this worked. Just... Well, see, I'll accept that no one knows how to vote, so I'll just go with what everyone was saying. How do you vote? That's actually a very important thing that we should have. Options, gameplay. That's... I don't... Decided the king will be thrown in the river. Let me get changed in my nice robes. Nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurl you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the banks, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Right, we have to figure out... Yeah, we have to figure out what command it is to vote. Yeah, that's a very important thing we have to figure out. Actually, why is it... Hold on, before we go any further, I need to... I'm going to the castle. Sorry if you heard anything. We would appreciate uses important issues. That's bug report, but not terribly sorry for inconvenience, folks. So moved on to explaining how to vote. Well, yeah, because I guess I don't have a tutorial up. I've Extension say is to join the game as a noble. Yeah, that's weird. Well, that just doesn't seem right. How do I play a game? As typical. Sorry, I'm just trying to find Twitch mode will allow you to via Twitch. This is a problem, and I am incredibly sorry for the issue. Tells you how to vote at the top of any vote screen. Oh, how did it say to do it? Wait, it says at the top of any vote screen. Well, okay, so I guess we'll continue. Apparently, if it says it at some point, and please share that information with everyone else. The first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you. I mean, in all honesty, I don't have to read the first three because they're always the same. You guys want me to just like skip through reading this and just get to selecting? Oh no. Defeat the schemes, air and ambition. Well, let's be a peacekeeper. Admirable aim. Yep. End season. Alright. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false king Shields wears the crown. Alright. This is Thursday Land vote. How does it... So how does it say how to do it? Wait, guys, how does it... Oh! I figured it out. So, okay, so that's how it works. You just exclamation point, vote, space, and then put it in. The Count's plan to replace the King's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the Counts must lower stability for 4 or less in 3 seasons. That's going to be a tough one. When have the Barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. Man's got a blue beard. Alright, Barons. Cast your vote. Guys. Oh. This'll... this also... Oh! Interesting. Looks like you're going for propaganda, which is lower stability. Why is everyone choosing to go against stability? The Barons plan to persuade the population that only a charismatic general can protect them. First, the common folk must be afraid. To advance their scheme, the Barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. And finally, we get the Patricians of the Coast. Fellow Patricians of the Coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Shields. Something must be done. Alright, I'll tell you, gang, you do you. You guys don't have a lot of time left. How long were you guys waiting before you typed it in? Or was it just like lagging? The patricians plan to privatize this entire damn kingdom. First, they must build up their industry. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. They're the only guys who aren't going to... Okay, so the barons have Lorenz, a long-lost nephew of the king. Violetta, distant cousin. And Petronella, by the patricians, is a questionable claimant. Unaware if she's actually affiliated with the royal family. Alright, so we've got the honor guard, a new trend, and a need for horses. Oh no. I think the counts know where this one's going. Alright. You didn't give me an actual... Twitch CYB, you didn't give me an actual voice that you would want, but what are you fine with me just reading it normally? I forget the voices I gave characters only when I'm actually doing them. Do I actually remember? So just give me like a general like sound of voice, you know? Or I can just read it normally. Apathetic? Alright. Your Highness, I've been thinking. Marcher soldiers are without peer, but our armies could always be stronger. What we really need are better horses, but the best don't come cheap. The Ashmedians have a surplus of destriers at the moment, horses bred for war. Perhaps the crown could go halves with the barons to acquire some, for the good of the kingdom, of course. Discourage the barons' reliance on horses. Purchase the horses from Ashmead. Encourage the barons to breed their own destrers in the march. I know where this goes. And preemptively, I am putting my foot down before it gets anywhere. you, you bastards! I knew you were gonna go for it. Make it. Make your votes, guys. Okay. Alright, I see. Fair enough. The patricians didn't... Is there something going on with our patricians' votes? Is it just like really delayed? You're put into chat, or are you just like waiting? Like, I gave you two options, neither were yes or no. Which thing are you saying yes to? It is very delayed. Okay. Alright. No destrers? What are we going to ride? Coursers? Bah. It's like you people know nothing about horses or chivalry. Alright, something's trending. Let's see what it is. Oh no. I've heard of this. Noble patrician Delta Gold 78 is here to see you, Your Majesty. They want to sell you a crab. Of course they do. It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. The patricians have started keeping a species of jeweled crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as mansion. Very well, send them in. Oh my god. Does even actually damn, how is it so bad? Like, what's going on with the lag in your end? Apparently it's fine for everyone else. Also, it does seem everyone wants me to buy a crab. I know damn well this is a cryptocurrency analogy, but fuck it. Invest in crab. We raven tonight, boys. Counting out your gold, Noble Patrician Delta Gold 78 assures you that you will not regret your purchase. Alrighty. Now for the Honor Guard. Now that you are a king, you need personal protection. Back in time. Is it good now, or is it not being incredibly delayed? Now that you are a king, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? Please don't hurt me. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers. Your Majesty... Majesty? Unfortunately, this is a political decision. Honor guard? What's that? Ever since King Arld the Great, royalty have enjoyed the protection of an elite honor guard, selected from one of the regions of the kingdom. They will accompany you at all times, test your food poison, sleep outside your bedroom, make sure you like their faces. Your Majesty, make sure you like their faces, Your Majesty, because you'll be seeing them a lot. But what about the palace watch? Hoorah! Don't make me laugh, Your Majesty. These tin soldiers can keep out the riffraff, but do you expect them to stand up to a warlock, or a child of the Viper, or me, for that matter? Aww. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards, the counts with knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, the patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Let's see the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. About the coastal gladiators. Gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? Now let's hear about the veterans of the March. These soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails. I have made my decision. We're going with the veterans. Alright. Everyone's a bit aloof, but at least the strongest military, by 1 point anyways, is the lowest. I'll make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne. Hands on their sword hilts, each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Damn. Right, it's the end of the season, which means it's auction time! How the hell is this gonna work? Oh, I get it'll probably be the same as, oh. There it is. Nobles use their personal wealth to bid on a building, and only the 2 highest funded will be built. Use the command !fund X or Y, where X is XY, where X is the character code and Y is the amount you're pledging. Okay, so if you want to fund, like, say, the Grand Bazaar, you'd put E. You put fund space E space how much money you're putting into it. You, I swear to God, you. Anyways, do you guys all know how to fund? I haven't started the auction yet, buddy. Anyways, it started now. I see there's a prison going up, but you know that's better for the other 2, the patricians. I see you, Delta Gold. You've got a lot of money. You can go against. I think patricians. You gotta go against them. Don't you want to get trade up? Isn't that your goal? You're not even funding your own goal, patricians. Man, compared to last night's game, everyone just pissed away their money. Like, goddamn. So much. Patricians, there is a chance for you to do better funding. We have trade. Let's Top Gun. So sad. Fucking. Now I have to. What's this? Oh, Bot Norm, do you have any specific voice you want me to give you? You bastard. I really... You will be in prison soon. High-pitched and annoying. Rat-like.
Your Majesty, you have to stop these barons. They're hiring giants from Atesh.
Is that what you like? Is that good? Well, that's what's going to be until you tell me otherwise. As you enter the council hall, you find a towering, scaled giant gleaming in the candlelight, hunched over slightly to avoid hitting the chandelier with its head. The nobles cower in fear. Son of a... Oh, there goes James's money. Oh yeah, this was apathetic. We couldn't have any horses, so we decided to go in another direction. Bronze giants. 12 feet tall, strong as 10 soldiers. They'll be especially excellent for knocking down enemy walls. Council, I must protest this. These monsters are the spawn of the 8th god, twisted and unholy creatures that no mortals should trifle with. We can just mug people in war with them. Shut up. We were not going to war with Ashmead. Okay, what are our options? Let the barons keep the giants, send the giants back to Atesh, mandate that the giants only be used for peaceful purposes, such as building. I really like C. C's a good one. Peace. Come on, peace. You really? Also, patricians, you voting? You vile people. No one wants peace. Wait, no. I've just read what D actually is. I didn't read it, I only looked at the... You evil bastards. If I had read that, I would have fucking vetoed it in a heartbeat. Oh god, I should have read it. I should have read it. Now that's the spirit. I'll muster the regiments, shall I? Shut the fuck up, Count Mythic Diamond. I do not want to go to war. We're not doing this again. I'm not sure about this, Your Majesty. Ashmead is the oldest and largest empire anywhere in the known world. They are not to be taken lightly. We are all dead. A trade opportunity. Let's look at this before I have to talk with my mom. What was the voice? Oh yeah, it was Peter Griffin, yeah. Your August Majesty, I've had a fantastic idea to boost trade in the coast. A Celeste Ath fair. Celeste Ath? That's the fancy name scholars use for the world. Your August Majesty, don't know why the world needs a name. Anyways, where was I? The Celeste Ath fair. Merchants and inventors from all over Celeste Ath, not just Kurth, Salin Tavalin, but distant Atesh and mysterious Valimir. Even Ashmedians, if they can behave themselves. No? It'll be the first of its kind, a place for traders from across the realm to meet, swap stories, and show off their wares. Of course, we need the Council's approval. It's not going to happen. Hold the Celeste Ath Fair in the east instead. Hold the Celeste Ath Fair in the coast. Well, one thing I'm going to say no to is not let this happen, because it sounds real nice. So put in your votes, folks. Hey, first one to vote. See, you voted twice. You Eastern dogs. Even the Barons going with it? Really? Okay. It's now 4. You're all jerks.
What? No, this was my idea.
Oh,
Well, I think it's a great idea. This will put the East on the map.
sure enough, the fair is a great success. Eastern cities bustle with travelers from across the known world. Merchants display their wares in the streets, each showing off their most bizarre or coveted items. Bottles full of song, fish made of fog, silk robes that move like snakes. Money changes hands, deals are struck. The money does destabilize the kingdom. Fuck you. If I can't lower stability, I will make everyone hate you. You jerk. This is... You don't choose the option that goes directly against the king's ambition, because that's the hard... The king will do everything in their power to prevent that. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, your nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I'm gonna make you ridiculous. On Sunday. Too bad for every two. Is it really that urgent? Of course. Don't worry. I'll do yada yada yada. I like whammon. Excellent. I'll send folks out. End season. Huh. Well, I'm really down in funding. So, you know. Screw you guys. Oh, look. Joy is me. I'm going to do this first because I know the Crab Futures is going to be like your treasury tanks. Huh. You should have seen the look on Ashmedian diplomat's face when I told him we were declaring war on his pathetic empire. I kicked him in the rump as he left, for good measure. We'll teach them to fear us. Time to... I have a bad feeling about this. The Ashmedian Empire's golden age is long behind it. They're still bigger than us, with more soldiers and a long history of conquest, but they lack discipline and are plagued by infighting. Well, you can just shut up. The kingdom's armies are in decent shape, but this will be difficult. News of the war inspires a wave of patriotic fervor across the kingdom. Old knights come out of retirement, and naive youths stampede to join the army. Hopefully, it'll prove enough. We'll get you your war if you get our crabs. So stands our offer. I gave you crabs and I don't want war. I bought your crab, god damn it. That's a no comment site. Of course not. Yep. So everyone's armies are looking mighty fine. Rest assured, my liege, you'll have our full support in this war. What's our opening gambit? Call upon the church to declare Holy Crusade. A small expeditionary force to test the Empire's strength. Have the spy master send assassins in full scale. Okay. That's not gonna do anything good. I'd rather put the coin tosses than what I can only assume is going to be a horrible the... Everyone seems to like choice A. It's a coin toss on stability. I won't let you down, Your Majesty. Okay, hold on. My mom is texting me. Hold on a moment. And Your Majesty. Son of a bitch! The game of espionage and counter-espionage begins. With your agents assassinating the Empire's generals and stealing their battle plans. Meanwhile, Archimedean spies do the same with your own borders, wreaking havoc. One day, Baron Gemmine turns up dead, an angular Archimedean dagger buried between their shoulder blades. Baron Gemmine has died. Gemmine II has joined the council. The coast's trade is down. The military of the March is down. Things only get worse from there. The Ashmedians are better at this game. They destroy a major bridge, hampering trade in the coast, and sow dissent in the Marcher army, causing hundreds of soldiers to desert. Are you serious? Citizens are in uproar about the war, about the war plainly conceived that it won't be worth it. Riots consume the capital. Hold your nerve, Your Majesty. Hold your nerve, Your Majesty. The true test is on the battlefield. You fuckers. Guess who can rebel now? Next time you'll learn to put your heart in the cards. No, I died. Monster. I put my heart in the cards, and guess what? It failed me. The crab craze is swollen to unforeseen heights, Your Majesty. That's good, isn't it? That's the trade is so profitable that patricians are shutting down textile mills to focus on crab catching. Thousands are unemployed. What's this guy's voice again? What were we saying for his voice? Just was it normal or? Oh, Warren pretending to be Zentir, right? Yeah, but who cares about that, Your Majesty? Your box of crabs is now worth nearly double what you paid for it. Sell. Hold your nerve and hold on to the crabs. This is a waste of everyone's time. I will make the sale of jeweled crabs illegal. Sell. I got an achievement called Penny Pincher. Grab economic instability time. Let the patricians kill themselves with crabs. You sell your crabs for much more than you paid. The treasurer appears satisfied with your practicality. Oh, we rolling in money. How is that still good for you? Meanwhile, industries collapse along the coast. Oh boy! I have found 3 potential matches. Choose wisely. Yes, I know. Alright then, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. Showbiz portrait. I already know who I'm going to go for. This is Sashara, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Mythic Diamond 56 dynasty. Trying to increase trade. And somehow, they're still meeting their requirement! In her youth, she ran off and tried to join a circus. They found her in the end. Thank the 9th. She's an intriguing candidate. From the coast, you have Eulalia, the wealthy heiress to noble patrician Delta Gold 78's estate. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous, and apparently she's got a silver tongue, too. She has powers of banter. She loves to go hunting, which isn't a common hobby among the patricians. She's an absolute fountain of energy. No one can keep up with her. I like the sound of her. And finally, we have the marches offering Katja, Sean of the prestigious Twitch CYB bloodline, a typical baroness. Really, loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. And apparently, she's a hell of a fighter. Brave as a lioness, tough as nails, a terror to behold. Give her half a chance and she'll expound at length how we should improve the lot of the peasants. False, my line ends with me, even in a fictional sense. Well, that's rough. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? As long as I have made my decision. It is the coast that I will go for. Oh, great. I've just made matters worse. Now, the counts are doing it. Great. This is the lab dog. Far in the east, Count Bot Norm is hosting a dinner party in their castle with a few distinguished guests. What was Mythic Diamond's voice again we were doing? We didn't give him a voice, actually, now that I remember. Mythic Diamond, what voice? Distinguished. Oh, right. The kingdom's in great jeopardy, and the council is calling for the king's inner circle to resign.
We need to increase the pressure. If the king is in a weak enough position, he's got no choice but to bow to our demands.
No more interfering spymaster, no more marshal or chancellor or treasurer, a whole new inner circle all made up of counts. For the next thing, they're already winning. While the king settles into his young reign, a general has risen in the march, in the indomitable Baron Lorenz. General, fantastic news. We're ready to move forwards with the plan. The kingdom is in such a state that commoners are begging for someone to save them. All we need is a suitable boogeyman to get them really riled up. Sorry. The Ashmedian Empire is the obvious choice, given recent events. Good thinking, General. After all, you're at the head of the war effort. We must make sure our contributions are appreciated. They have to have the highest military in 3 seasons. Oh, they're already winning. Oh, fuck. It doesn't even give me the stability one. Well, the counts are on the verge in that they can do it at any time. Fun. Invading the Empire, the Royal Wedding. Counterfeit currency. Let's see how the war is going. Your Majesty, our troops are amassing at the Ashmedian border. Soon we'll cross over and the war will begin in earnest. What are my instructions? No mercy, no quarter. She shouldn't be afraid to get her hands dirty. Fight with honor and respect the civilian lives. I just have a feeling, you know? Counts need. I don't know. They need seasons. There's a vote happening. Damn, everyone avoided the monarch's choice like the plague. Huh. Very sensible policy. In warfare, there are times to be brutal and times to be merciful. You can trust me to tell the two apart. Will you be coming with me to the front lines, Your Majesty? It could get dicey. Fuck it. my kingdom's going to shit anyways. I'll accompany you on this pointless war. Accompanied by the marshal and a regiment of palace soldiers, you ride out to the front lines to lead the invasion into Empire territories. Most of Ashmead is a scorching hot desert, dotted with the rusted hulks of strange machines. Rivers crisscross the arid landscape like tangled serpents, glittering towns of marble crowded on their banks. The Marcher soldiers are awaiting you, led by Baron Twitch CYB. Time to teach those Ashmedian scum some manners. Lead the charge. Failed! It's eerily quiet once you cross over into Ashmead, but not for long. My liege, duck. Duck. An arrow zips past your head, followed by another arrow and another. Ambush! Ambush! Ashmedian cavalry, wielding flashing scimitars and riding skinny white horses, burst from the nearby tree line. Your troops rally around you. But there are too many. Over several hours of exhausting fighting, you're forced back as your soldiers fall like cut grass. Damn. Well, at least it makes rebellions more difficult. Your honor guards surround you, desperately striving to keep you safe as Ashmedians charge past and arrows rain down. One by one, they're cut down, leaving you defenseless. You ride through the chaos of battle, searching for the marshal. A lance catches your armor and knocks you clean off your horse. You lie in the mud, staring up as a dozen Ashmedians charge at you. And suddenly, Baron Twitch CYB rides up, placing their horse between you and the enemy. They fend off your attackers while you climb back into your saddle. Fire military. You certainly would. You whip your horse into a gallop with Baron Twitch CYB alongside you. When you turn to thank them, you find that they're dead in the saddle, a javelin stuck through their chest. There you are. We need to retreat. Retreat. Well, I think both barons at this point have died. Right? Luckily I had a clone called your son. There you are. We need to retreat. Your troops turn and flee while the Ashmedians cut them down. Somehow you make it back across the border, and you don't stop riding until you're within the walls of the capital. The Empire will stage a counter-invasion. I'll do my best to gather our scattered troops under one banner. I hate you all. No, reproduce via mitosis. God. It's such a weird family lineage. The East has been prosperous of late, but my tax collectors are reporting suspicious coins in the latest takings. Speak like what I must for now. Oh no. The whole region is awash with fake money. The council needs to act. I'm fine with the money cost. And trade going down is really just bad for the counts. Good. Over the next few weeks, bounty hunters root out counterfeiters in cellars, hideouts, and back rooms across the east. More than 100 foragers face the noose. All those bounties are eye-wateringly expensive, of course, but public trust in your currency soars. Controversy erupts when it's revealed that one of the counterfeiting rings is led by Count Bot Norman themselves. Of course, their fake gold is confiscated at once. What a shame.
I'm sorry. I just needed a little extra cash.
You should have invested in crabs, my friend. Screw it. It doesn't keep you away from rebelling, but...
Hang me like a common peasant. At least grant me the dignity of the axe.
But Count Norm was led away to meet the noose. Yep. Count Bot Norm has died. Bot Norm II has joined the council. We had a second model, a Mark II, if you will. And now for the royal wedding. Your wedding with Eulalia is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Mitosis in mass production. Yep, we have some weird nobles here. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Eulalia at your side. I do. That's you, king and wife. And that'll keep you from rebelling. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after a feast, a dance. Your new wife, Eulalia, laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which she flatters you outrageously. By the time you find yourselves alone with Eulalia, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. You danced so very beautiful. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? Agree with her. You endure a long conversation which Eulalia seems determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say. Imagine if they were both... No, this is weird. Me and Bot Norm are perfectly normal. By night's end, you still don't know who Eulalia really is. Her real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bedchambers, still strangers. Huh. Well, these folks somehow have enough trade to do what they were trying to do. Means what you think it means. The prince grooms. Or some shit. You bet you wish you chose my kid's science experiment guard. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coastal economy is strong. What do we do with all this coin? Time to start buying things, my friend. Land, roads, bridges. We'll buy up the whole kingdom, piece by piece. But first, The king must be in desperate need of our gold. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. I bet you wish you hadn't sold me them crabs. I got like 2 more seasons before I get an actual kid. The crab bubble burst. Oh yeah, I need a new honor guard because they all fucking died. Let's see what this crab debacle is all about. Bad news, Your Majesty. A new reef has been discovered, which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. Catastrophically. Hold on, gotta tank the economy. How could this be? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, noble patrician Delta Gold 78, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all their crabs at a huge profit, just days before the crash. He did a rug pull! Crab pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme, it's a crypto scheme. Oh my god, wait. How much money does everyone have? Pot Norm is broke. Gem Mine has 50 coins. Oh my god. Patricians. Something must be done. You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily in the crab market, and they are casting furious glances at the patricians' benches. So, bail out the failed businesses along the coast. Let the coast suffer the full consequences of the crisis. And arrest noble patrician and confiscate their ill-gotten gold. Huh. What to pick? What to pick? The economy is gone. Crab dances. I didn't even buy any crabs. What a shame, crab. Well, you obviously did. How do you like them crabs now? Damn it, my must have done it under my name. What's all? Yeah. All right. Time for folks to make their pick. It is really rough, I will say, when you're doing it with the delay of Twitch. So the counter is practically like half gone by the time you can actually vote. All right. Voting is concluded, and we are wealthy. Granted, I'm not living up to my ambition, but I got money. Your soldiers storm noble patrician Delta Gold 78's opulent mansion, arresting them and confiscating their ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. Outraged patricians protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the king? You made an enemy today. I'm not the one who voted for it, my friend. I put my iron choice on the one you wanted. We could have gotten what everyone wanted, you know, but you know they didn't want it. They wanted you dead. Your Majesty, our invasion didn't exactly go according to plan. Ashmedian troops gave us a thrashing, and now they're pouring across the Marcher border. It doesn't look good. I'm all out of ideas. Maybe the council can help? Desperately sue for peace. Right there. Allowed here is the blood of our enemies. Screw crab. Man, not the crab crew. You know what? I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll let you decide. I'll let you decide what you do. All right. Oh, this is a very split one. We've got a tie right now. It's up to Twitch CYB. What you gonna pick? Okay. So, we can either sue for peace, hire mercenaries who probably help it, or we can roll the dice. It worked! Damn it! I was kind of hoping it wouldn't. Get Phoenix Raiden here. Baron Gemmine II rides off to muster your defenses. The wait is excruciating until a week later your marshal bursts in to inform you that Ashmead began its attack last night and the first battle is already over. It looked dicey at first, but Baron Gemmine II rallied their troops like a true hero. We slew a dozen Ashmedians for every soldier we lost. Despite their numbers, they haven't made it across the border. We held them off. I suggest a medal is in order. You know, I'll give it to you, buddy. No. Oh, cool. 'Tis stabbing time. We need more military. I did not die. No, you need more crabs. I just love the conversation that's happening. The Ashmedians won't give up that easily, unfortunately. We're safe for now, but they're no doubt gearing up for another assault. Now time to get a new honor guard. The death of your honor guard is in line of duty was a tragedy, Your Majesty, but we don't have time to mourn. We must replace them at once. The king needs protection. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards, the counts, and the drowned roses. Patricia ends with champion gladiators, and the barons offers a squad of battle-hardened. Yes. Of course, since previous honor guard were marcher veterans who will never live to collect their pensions, the barons refuse to send any more of their hard-bitten soldiers to die in your service. Right. I think I'm gonna be going with. I'm going with the Eastern Knights. Very good, Your Majesty. I will make the arrangements at once. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are all extremely pale. They're all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Welp. How many seasons was the propaganda thing again? Regardless, it's auction time, baby! I got no preferences on what happens here, aside from go against the fortress. Using crabs, I've gotta go. Yes, I think it would be great if we get a theater. You bastards. At least make sure the fortress doesn't get built, alright? Fund something other than the fortress. Come on. Come on. I see you, Delta Gold. You can put more into something else than the fortress. Alright? It is fully within your power. Thank you. The fortress is made. The fortress is in fact not made, but goodbye. Now, I don't know what this means for voting with him. Yep, I'm afraid that's how it goes. There's only one Baron now, the other one's just kind of like zoned out. He's just decimated by the whole crab thing. Alright. Losing trust in your advisors. Oh, we've got the counterfeiters caught. Your Majesty, remember the bounties we placed on forgers in the East? Of course. The counterfeiters we hanged were rank amateurs. Their coins were only convincing if you're a fool. Or drunk. Or both. But now we've rooted out a real professional. Their coins are so convincing, even I can't tell the difference. Let me introduce Penelope. Hello, Your Grace. Please don't hang me. Hello, Penelope. People. Oh dear, I hate meeting people before we hang them. Penelope's skills are extraordinary, and hanging her would be a waste. We should employ her at the Royal Mint to help us make coins that can't be forged. Or even better, we could use her expertise to track down other forgers. By the blood of the dead, if we employ this outlaw, we make a mockery of the king's justice. Are we sending a message that we only execute insufficiently skilled criminals? I'll let you folks get to it. Now, patricians, if you vote for A, it keeps the counts from winning. You're just going in favor of count victory. Thank you, Your Majesty. I won't let you down. She is as good as her word. Under Penelope's eagle eye, there is no more counterfeiting in the East. Fake coins are rooted out quickly and their forgers hunted down. But the counts grumble, muttering that your forgiveness of such a criminal is a sign of weakness, not mercy. Alrighty. About your heir, let's go with that one. Marriage to Eulalia is not what you'd hoped. She seldom sleeps in your bed, and over breakfast you exchange only a few frosty words before she departs on a hunt. The last thing on your mind is procuring an heir, but the needs of the kingdom must prevail. And as well as I could expect, it felt more like a life sentence than a wedding. Oh, don't be so dramatic. You've done well so far, but some things still missing. An heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. I'll have a child of my own. Now the traditional method, I'll get a month to get down to business. Using trust in your advisors.
Your Grace, you must have noticed that the kingdom's not exactly doing well lately. Not your fault, mind you. You're being led astray.
It's the council's fault, obviously. You know it's my fault. I screwed everything up.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Your Majesty. It's not your fault that you're being manipulated by a cabal of spineless maggots. The spy master, the chancellor, the treasurer, the marshal, all these unelected figures whispering in your ear. Who appointed them? Can you trust them?
They're doing their best.
You need some Eastern counts to advise you. Your current advisors are blinded by notions of conventional morality. They lack the clarity of vision that we could offer you.
I don't trust you.
Yes, you'd be a fool to trust me right now. Just give me the chance to show you what Eastern loyalty means, and think about what I said, Your Grace.
A few moments after Count Botnorm II has slipped out of the throne room, your chancellor barges in, looking flustered. Your other advisors follow behind. Your Majesty, the counts have been spreading rumors about me and your other advisors. They've been saying, why would they do something like this? Why would they be saying? They said I'm skimming from the treasury. They've accused me of being a deranged old bat with an unquenchable thirst for blood. Me! I'll kill them all! Okay, that one is real. That's true. Because it didn't pass an ethics board doesn't mean it's unethical, Botnorm probably. I won't repeat what they said about me. It hurt my feelings. Why would they do something like this? It's an attempt to turn the nobles against us. The trouble is, it's working. The council is demanding our resignation. I don't know how much longer we can weather this storm, Your Majesty. You're not exactly in the strongest position. If the council wants us gone, we'll be gone within the next few months. Unless you do something about it. Call a vote and get the council back on our side. Order the council to apologize for spreading ugly rumors. So, I'll say this much for the barons and the patricians. B is your best option. Otherwise, the counts will win. That, or you could go A, and, you know, still go against the counts. I'm liking the look of this. To your frustration, the counts produce plenty of evidence, most of it falsified, and bog the inquiry down with irrelevant details. For the record, I categorically deny drinking from my enemies' skulls. It doesn't even work. The wine dribbles out of the eye holes. Listen, if I was skimming from the treasury, I would not be caught so easily. My embezzlement would be untraceable and damn it, not helping yourself. By the end, everyone's more confused than before, and the rumors have only intensified. But at least you've slowed things down. You've hampered the Count's efforts. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of the next season. Alrighty. And these motherfuckers are winning. Actually, it's not plural anymore. There's just one of you. Across the kingdom, commoners and nobles alike are now turning to General Lorenz, who promises to rescue them from the king's weak rule. There are daily parades in the general's honor. A cult of personality begins to form. Commoners are signing up in droves to fight for Lorenz. His popularity far eclipses the king's. In the Grand Hall of Baron Twitch CYB II's castle, a number of figures are hunched around the hearth, plotting away. Soon, the people will beg us to dispose of our pathetic king. I forget the voice we gave Gemmine, if it was just... I think it was just regular. The general is in place. It's time for the final blow. What's next? Alright. A or B? Okay, so I guess it's just canon. Twitch CYB is an alchemist, and he's fucked up several times. Thank God. Great. You're not aligned with everyone else. Good on you. You're keeping it interesting. A civil war? How delectable. Of course, we must make sure the other nobles are suitably enraged. We can't be seen to have started the whole thing. Can't be seen. Simple task. The other regions are eager for another excuse to hate the king. We just need to give them a push. And that's when the general will swoop in to save the kingdom from itself. Ingenious, if I do say so. They're all mad. How convenient. Actually... Oh shit, you're right! Combined total of 10. So you're 2 off. So now bench outside a sun-bleached villa. 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The thrice-cursed king still refusing to sell us any public land. It makes sense. The treasury's flush with coin right now. Patience, my friend. Let's bide our time until the king's gold runs out. You're not living up to your goals. And, I don't think I have a reason to really do big tax at all. Golem assault, the crab trial, back from the hunt. Let's see what this golem assault is all about. Your Majesty, the Ashmedians have begun their second assault on our borders, and this time they brought golems. Oh dear. A golem's immune to arrows and conventional weaponry. Their fists can crush any armor, and Ashmedi has built hundreds of them. Our troops have already been forced to retreat, and now the Ashmedians hold miles of marcher territory. What can we do against such a threat? Scramble the golem's primitive brains. Unleash the Baron's bronze giants. Scramble the golem. Hire a wizard to advise on defeating golems. Alright, folks. Time for you to vote. Fellas? Yeah, D's good. Wizard good. We'll see what wizard we hire. Damn, that delay sucks, man. Wizards are forbidden from wielding their magic in international conflicts, but with enough coin, they can be persuaded to offer advice. The wizard Gordius is the first to take you up on your offer. He is a hideous and broken thing carried into your palace aboard a palanquin. Oh. Golems are primitive things, really.
No brains, no free will. If they're ordered to fight you, they'll follow you to the ends of Celestath. But they're also heavy. Why not lure them into a swamp?
The wizard's advice is good as gold. It proves eminently simple for your troops to lead the relentless golems into a bog, which swallows them without a trace. That'll be a problem for later. Bloody fantastic. The Ashmedians value their golems highly. Their morale's plummeted, and they'll be much more cautious now. Perhaps this humiliation will be enough to persuade them to negotiate. I'm going to keep my fucking veto for next season, I swear. Back from the hunt.
Your Majesty, you will recall the Queen Consort's recent visit to my lands?
Ah, yes. Aurelia said something about your lovely local cheese.
Quite so.
The rat has cheese.
More importantly, your wife Eulalia went on a hunt with some of my vassals and retainers. Lamentably, I have some bad news. I will allow this good peasant to explain.
I swear to God, if my wife was probably pregnant, just died. Relax, take your time. It was the Queen Consort, my prized princess. She was loose in the fields that day. We had her grazing, and your wife, your highness, she shot her. You... Oh no! Is this true, Eulalia? I don't remember it happening. Surely I would have apologized already if I did. Please, your princess was worth more than my whole farm. My family might not get through the next winter without her. Queen Consort will compensate you for your loss. I will compensate both of you for your loss. Compensate for... I don't want to be mean to my wife. Koba Narm Ramsey Murdoch, because he's a rat man. Should have chosen my... Much appreciated.
Much appreciated, Your Majesty. A most fair judgment.
Stop being content. Thank you indeed, Your Majesty. I've never seen so much gold in my life. Your wife grimaces and avoids eye contact with you as you render the judgment. Whether in embarrassment or anger, you cannot tell. Ah yes, the crab trial. Crab time, boys. After months of delay, noble patrician Delta Gold 78 is finally due to stand trial for their crab-related market manipulation. You stand accused of perpetrating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead? I am guilty only of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime? Yes, obviously. I pronounce you guilty as charged, and your fate will be decided by the king. It's still not 10. Imprison the guilty party. Noble patrician Delta Gold 78 is dragged away in chains, wailing for clemency. Most of the watching nobles agree that justice has been done. Except for the patricians, of course. Imagine getting picked last at this science fair. I killed so many peasants to get her parts together. Then I had to wait for a lightning storm. Alright. Delta Gold 78 the first has been properly imprisoned. And Delta Gold 78 the second has joined the council. Please, Your Majesty, Delta Gold 78. Oh no, wait, this is...
Please, Your Majesty, Delta Gold 78 was young, has young children. Who is supposed to pay for the upkeep of their villa?
That's a problem for you folks. In the darkest depths of an eastern forest, Count Bot Norm II has gathered their fellow plotters around a mossy stone obelisk.
The council demanded a shake-up, but the king resists all calls to replace his advisors.
There's little we can do while the king holds out, but something tells me his position is not as strong as he thinks. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean I've screwed myself? The count's aimed to look. I am in the position of power currently. That is a horrible thing to give to a Twitch thing. I'm going to take Monarch's Golden Choice, you know, to incentivize you folks to choose my stuff. Also, again, what do you mean Defiance Time? You can't rebel. The Gossamer Shield, Heretical Discovery, and Seeking a Truce. Your Majesty, this meeting ambassador is here. Your Majesty, the meeting ambassador is here. He is willing to negotiate the terms of truce. You've made your point, Warmonger. What will it take to achieve peace between us? Pursuing peace, Marshal? Barons, think of this. This, is it worth pursuing peace, Marshal? Marshal takes it aside beyond the ambassador's earshot. Kingdom's armies are stretched to a breaking point, and Ashmead still hasn't shown their true power. We're lucky that Ashmeadian citizens are demanding an end to this war. The Empire has endless manpower still in reserve. Let's not push our luck. So, let's see. 19, 24, 22. So, just a heads up, patricians, you don't want this war, because it will ruin any chance of you winning. What do the barons think of this? No, like quite literally, if this war continues, you don't get a shot at winning. We've got them on the ropes. Let's march all the way to Ashmead and give them a hitting. This sounds like a matter of the council. If you value the lives of your citizens, bring this messy affair to an end. Boop. It's all beneficial. Take your vote, folks. Vote. Thank you. One person voted. No, 2 people voted. I suppose the counts... Can the counts still vote until I hit continue? Mythic Diamond, Bot Norm, vote for something. Or don't. I guess. Oh, fair enough. Force the ambassador to concede land near the march. Your chancellor unfurls a scroll so long they could have comfortably used it as a hammock. You and the ambassador both sign on the dotted line, and just like that, the war is over. Holy, that's some good stuff for the march. First order of business, of course, is the concessions. The march is given some valuable territory on the Ashmeadian border, full of fertile soil and precious resources. After news of your victory spreads across the kingdom, you're a hero. Even the nobles can't deny that you did a good job. You took on the kingdom's oldest and most powerful enemy and won. Hell yes! But there are still whispers that you should have pressed your advantage. You wanna buy one? Increasing jam. Oh fuck it. Oh fucketh. We could have taken Ashmead's capital if the king just had a little more spine. Alright, let's see what this heresy is about. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news. Some took the Ninth's name in vain again? Say it's troubling, then it must be. A group of individuals in the East are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. You have our support. Their adherents. I'm pretty sure if I'm correct, remembering correctly, this is. Aren't both of you on like your final thing? Their adherents to the cult of the Undivided. They believe the ninth god did not destroy the 8 deposed gods, but is in fact all of them joined together in unholy union. Pure sacrilege. Also, I should have fucking gone with authority at this point. Like, look at that. That's amazing. Yeah, regrettably, I require the Council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my Inquisitors would have destroyed the cult before it had the chance to spread. I'll vote on the matter. So you send the Inquisitors into the East, lowers stability, raises faith, raises faith, raises defiance, raises authority. Honestly, I'm fine with this. You get money if you go for B. How much money are you guys sitting on? Barons are doing good. Got some fat stacks there. Yep. Patricians want money. Fortunately, I think it has to go through. I think. Repeal the law that prevents the High Inquisitor from investigating at will. Certainly something. Ho! Ho! Okay. Didn't know, it would do that much. Oh. The unexpected legal change sows division and discord among the nobles, many of whom are flabbergasted by the increase in the Inquisition's already formidable powers. They voted it! The High Inquisitor, meanwhile, wastes no time in rooting out the cultists of the Undivided and bringing them to justice. The fetid corpses of the heretics are soon swaying from the battlements of Baikazov, the town where the cult had began. Oh my god. The Gossamer Shield. Your Majesty, heed my plea. The great tragedy of our time has befallen the East. Demons hatched from the ground. Someone died. You ran out of capes? Worse even than that, I fear. An order of once great knights has fallen into disrepute. Oh, you're leaving? This is the counts. I hope you now realize that if Jordan is leaving now, that means that we have the counts at 2, the barons at 1, and the patricians at 1. Seventh Takus, what happened? It's the Order of the Gossamer Shield. Oh, them. They were once the greatest of the knightly orders to serve the counts. Their virtues were extolled by bards across the land, tales that would make a troll weep. But they've been brought low. They're working as glorified bounty hunters for the coast. This is a stain on the honor of the East. Nonsense! Our military has suffered some setbacks recently, so we hired Gossamer Security to keep order. For a pretty penny, I might add. Damn, Jordan's got no money. Gossamer Security has been... I might as well leave too. Baron's accounts are just murdered. No, don't. There's still a chance. Also, it looks like he's realized that problem. If need be. You shouldn't be siding with any of them. Gossamer Security has been solving the problems we want solved and kicking the buttocks we want kicked. Blood and stars, Gossamer Security? How has it come to this? These are knights, not mercenaries. And they need reminding of a little thing called chivalry. We win, only if you lose. Please, Your Highness, I beg the Council to be reasonable. All right, well. Ignore the situation, hire the Order to join the Palace Watch, invest in Gossamer Security to help protect the coast, recall the Order and restore its courtly dignity. There. Voting time, folks. I'd like to point out, voting D not only does, I don't think, does much to authority, but at the same time it also benefits the barons, who, if I remember correctly, are winning currently. So that's how it's going to be, huh? It's a 10. You can always try. I hate losing when people just give up. Doesn't feel like a real loss. The Order of the Gossamer Knights remain happy mercenaries in the coast, enjoying the spoils of their labor. Slowly, patricians rebuild their garrisons. Yeah, the barons just won. But the counts are not happy. Some openly complain about you, and rumor start going around about your unwillingness or inability to preserve tradition. Oh, the up went for... Yep, the barons just won. You stand advisor over a large decorated map of the kingdom, surrounded by your advisors. Situation with the nobles is becoming untenable. Your Majesty, they are refusing to even attend the council to find compromises to their latest grievances. It's like they want a civil war. What are our options? You know, I don't know what I expected from the counts. These people just want to see me burn and nothing else. Thank you, I really needed a win today. When we go... I'm sorry. I didn't want the game to end prematurely. Not many options left now. The royal army alone cannot quell an all-out rebellion. Suddenly, a loud voice carries through the room, startling nearly everyone. Your Majesty is in need of my assistance. You recognize the general, of course? His face is plastered all over town these days. Yeah, what the hell? Who are you again? Come now, Your Majesty, that's no way to speak to the one who will save the kingdom. What do you want from me? Allow me to put down this upstart rebellion on your behalf, Your Majesty. I and the other barons are more than ready. Allow you? I'll command you. Excellent. All I require is for you to grant me emergency command of the military. The dark expression on your advisors tell you everything you need to know. That's what it takes to secure my kingdom. That's what it takes to secure my kingdom. You assemble the remaining nobles to vote through the transfer of power before the day's end. Most of the benches are empty, an omen of the conflict to come. Beaming with pride, Lorenz is named Protector General of the realm. Months pass in a blur. You spend most of your days sequestered in your chambers alone. The new Protector General, meanwhile, wastes no time infiltrating your institutions. After a number of decisive victories against the rebels, your advisors start reporting to him instead of you. Sleep soon. We've just gone to the third stage. The first should be sleeping. Fishes, instead only barons. You went for I'm sorry. All of the things, it was really low already, and I got scared, so I decided to raise it. And I was trying to go for other things, but it kept saying raise authority, and I was like, Also, it wasn't even. It was like at 6, and then it bumped to 10 after the war. The new Protector General, meanwhile, wastes no time infiltrating your institutions. The embattled peasantry idolizes the Protector General to the point of worship. Even the church backs him as a righteous savior. It's clear that Lorenz won't give up his emergency powers even when you win. The figurehead for Lorenz's new regime. Flee and live out your life in exile. Ooh. You decide to up and leave. You're not about to become anyone's mascot. Eulalia stays behind, not willing to abandon her homeland for uncertain future with you. Alone, you hire a captain and strike out across the ghost sea of Ilrusia. So you won't be a king for the rest of your life. Your father always did say you'd be better off selling cheese. Northern Authority, yep. I got an achievement titled Coup d'etat. So, can somebody like screenshot this? I wouldn't make history for reasons other than his birthright. King Shields took up the life of a wandering adventurer in distant Valimir, but that's a story for another time. The Count's attempt to replace the King's advisors never panned out. One night, Count Botnorm awoke to find a smiling spymaster holding a knife to their throat, kindly asking them to desist. Patrician's attempt to buy the kingdom ended in failure. Bankruptcies were filed. Marks were scratched in secret ledgers. The risk-reward calculus wasn't favorable. Perhaps next time. The ascension of General Lorenz to the throne is uncontested. It's clear who holds the real power in the kingdom, but while the common folk celebrate their hero's success, the other barons are already worrying that their would-be puppet is actually the one holding the strings. King Shields the Exile. 2 years, 3 months. Eulalia the Coast. Damn. Let's see what nobles. Wow. Both patricians. The wealthiest noble is yet again Connor. And the poorest noble... Yep. Is Jordan. Damn, well, good game, folks. Um, well, that's something to see. Anyways, folks, I think that's gonna be all.